Value is what the client perceives, not just what you say. In business, many assume that value lies in what they offer. A good product, a full service package, or a compelling pitch. But in reality, value isn't what you say, it's what the client perceives. A presentation may be flawless in content, but if the listener doesn't see themselves in it, they won't see value. Value doesn't exist on its own, it only matters when others perceive and remember it in their own way. If you want others to see value in your words or services, start by seeing the world through their eyes. In a crowded world, it's not the best product that wins, it's the product perceived to have the most value. Two restaurants may serve the same dish, but the one where customers feel welcomed, understood, and seen is the one they'll return to. Value isn't in the description, it's in the emotion evoked. When you talk only about features, you deliver information. But when you show how your product solves the right pain, meets the right need, you create value. Clients don't buy because something is good, they buy because it feels right. So in every communication, emails, pitches, or service, don't just say what you offer. Help others feel, this is what I've been looking for. In consumer psychology, perceived value comes from three elements. 1. Functional usefulness. 2. Emotional impact. And 3. How the product aligns with personal identity. Someone buys a pen not just for how it writes, but because it makes them feel professional and seen. The same watch may feel overpriced to one and worth it to another because it reflects lifestyle. This proves that value is deeply personal. That's why the same message, in the right context, can shine. Great brand builders don't just craft products, they craft how others feel about those products. In an era of content overload, people don't pause for information, they pause for resonance. A beautifully designed email campaign sent to 1,000 people may still be ignored if it doesn't speak to individual needs. Perceived value only arises when the recipient sees themselves reflected in the message. Great brands know being eloquent isn't enough. You must be relevant. They use data to personalize, but value doesn't lie in the data, it lives in the emotion behind it. True value isn't in the words, it's in making the audience feel they understand me. Clients rarely remember what you said, they remember how you made them feel. A technically correct presentation may fail if the audience feels bored. Conversely, an inspiring interaction makes people remember your eyes, your tone, and through that, they feel value. That's why experience matters more than information. Information fades, but emotional resonance lingers. Every client interaction, online or in person, should be crafted as an intentional, emotional experience. Because people don't just buy a product, they buy a feeling. What's considered valuable in one culture may seem excessive in another. In Japan, attention to packaging and greetings signals deep respect. In the US, value means speed and convenience. In France, it's inspiration and distinctiveness. This proves that value isn't in the product, it's in the cultural lens of the receiver. A global provider must realize that to deliver value, one must translate not just language, but also emotions, expectations, and behaviors. A tech startup once launched their product with the slogan, "We help companies cut 30% of operational costs." The number was impressive, the message clear. Yet the campaign failed. Why? Clients didn't see themselves as losing money. They didn't feel the problems, so they didn't feel the value. After re-evaluation, the team shifted. Instead of talking about savings, they highlighted stories of companies feeling lighter, more flexible, less stressed, using their service. Result: conversions doubled. This proves that value isn't in claims, it's in emotional resonance. You may say the right thing, but if the audience doesn't feel it's right, value isn't perceived. Sometimes, what clients need isn't a promise, it's the feeling that you're truly listening. A customer service call might solve the issue technically, but if the voice lacks warmth, the client still feels like just a number. Conversely, when clients feel heard, remembered, and cared for, even if the product isn't perfect, they stay loyal. Value lies not just in the product but in the relationship built through small, human moments. In the age of tech, the rarest feature is still human connection. And the truth is, people never forget those who made them feel understood. In a world full of sales pitches, clients don't need more promises, they need experiences that make them feel understood, valued, and guided. Value doesn't just come from a product or service, but from how you make others feel they deserve it. When you stop trying to convince and start trying to connect, value builds itself. And the most precious thing you can create isn't a perfect pitch, it's a moment someone never forgets. If you believe value lies in what others feel is meaningful, start by changing how you speak from speaking about yourself to speaking for them. Create experiences, not just deliver information. And if this message resonates with you, like to support the human side of business, share to help others transform how they express value, and follow to keep learning how to communicate with sincerity, clarity, and purpose.